Good evening, everybody. Hello,
Evening,
and welcome to your Friday night service.
Hello. Good evening.
Evening.
Hope we're all feeling well. I might disappear at some point because the way the wind's going round our caravan site, we can feel the caravan lifting up. So I could end up, like Jean said, over in Oz somewhere. So, send a search.
I keep telling you, Tony, you've had too much Red Bull because it gives you wings.
It does. It does. Red Bull gives you wings.
Oh dear, it's going to be one of those nights.
Always is. Yes, evening, Samantha, Paul Smith, Laura, Tara, Lisa Fallon, everybody.
Tell Mike to get that.
Samantha, Jan, Andrew,
Joanne. Tonya.
Oh, have you? Hi, Julie.
Yep.
Michael, I haven't got it.
He hasn't got his headphones in, so he won't be able to hear you. But yeah, he is sharing it. He is sharing it. Oh, hello, Dad. I've just seen.
Hello, Dad. Hope you're feeling better.
Alan, go up there. Right. So as always, it'll be your evening. We're going to blind readings and things. So we will kick off with a prayer followed by the Lord's Prayer, if that's all right. So could we join in the silence, please, friends, as we say, Heavenly Father, Divine Gracious Spirit, thank you for allowing like-minded individuals to gather together in your name tonight. Father, as always, we ask that the veil be lifted between the two realms to allow the guides and inspirers of Jean, Irene and myself to step forward, to allow us to connect with the loved ones of those watching, to bring messages of truth, proof, love and upliftment. At the end of this evening, Father, we will hand back to you all which is rightfully yours, with love, honour and glory. Amen.
Amen.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those that trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Amen. Right. I was just trying to explain to Jean and Tony about this poem that I'm going to read tonight. I haven't written it. I have sourced it on a request from somebody. And I would be very glad, as always, of your feedback. It's called I Am the Child. I am the child who cannot talk. You often pity me. I see it in your eyes. You wonder how much I am aware of. I see that as well. I am aware of much, whether you are happy or sad or fearful, patient or impatient, full of love and desire, or if you are just doing your duty by me. I marvel at your frustration, knowing mine to be far greater, for I cannot express myself or my needs as you do. You cannot conceive my isolation, so complete it is at times. I do not gift you with clear conversations, cute remarks to be laughed over or repeated. I do not give you answers to your everyday questions, responses over my well-being, sharing my needs, or comments about the world about me. I do not give you rewards as defined by the world's standards, great strides in development that you can credit yourself with. I do not give you understanding as you know it. What I give you is so much more valuable. I give you instead opportunities to discover the depth of your character, not mine, the depth of your love, your commitment, your patience, your abilities, the opportunity to explore your spirit more deeply than you imagined possible. I drive you further than you would ever go on your own, working hard, seeking answers to your many questions with no answer. I am the child who cannot talk. I am the child who cannot walk. The world seems to pass me by. You see longing in my eyes to get out of this chair, to run and play like other children. There is much you take for granted. I want the toys on the shelf. I need to go to the bathroom. Oh, I've dropped my fork again. I am dependent on you in these ways. My gift to you is to make you more aware of your great fortune, your healthy back and legs, your ability to do for yourself. Sometimes people appear not to notice me. I always notice them. I feel not so much envy, but desire to stand upright, to put one foot in front of the other, to be independent. I give you awareness. I am the child who cannot walk. I am the child who is mentally impaired. I don't lean easily. If you judge me by the world's measuring stick, what I do know is infinite joy in simple things. I am not burdened as you are with strifes and conflicts on a more complicated life. My gifts to you is to grant you the freedom to enjoy things as a child, to teach you how much your arms around me mean, to give you love. I give you the gift of simplicity. I am the child who is mentally impaired. I will give you and teach you unconditional love. I gift you with my innocence, my trust, my dependency on you. I teach you how precious this life is and about not taking things for granted. I teach you about forgetting your own needs and desires and dreams. I teach you giving. Most of all, I teach you hope and faith, unconditional love and charity. I am the disabled child.
Oh,
Oi,
it's different.
was-
Very different.
that was different. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very different.
Like I said, I was requested to do something for somebody with a child with disabilities, and I didn't have time to write one, so I sourced that one, and I thought it was very appropriate for what I was asked for. So
It is. It is.
what's that?
And it is.
Thanks for that, Pamela. Oh, wish I'd looked at the curtains.
Oh dear.
That's very different. A lot
Yes.
can actually relate to
Yeah.
that, Irene.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's what I
Like you
thought,
said,
because
lovely poem.
there's so
Julie
many
Addison, lovely poem.
Oh, thank you, Julie. Thank you, everyone.
Pippin.
It's
I
I was quite emotional when I first wrote it, because it's come from, obviously, looking out from in on a child that's disabled. Obviously somebody's wrote it, but you get the essence of it.
Yeah.
And there's
Yeah.
so many people on here that can relate.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Samantha. That's beautiful. Thank you everyone. I do appreciate your feedback on my poetry. It means a lot to me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. So anyway, there you go. Oh, hello, Horace. Is it Horace? Or
No,
is
this
it
one's
Pippin?
Pippin.
Hello, Pippin.
This one's Pippin.
Oh, bless.
Horace is stood over on the side looking at Michael and our friends.
Pippin's the one with the long legs. It's got long legs, Pippin.
Okay.
He has, yes. Yes. But no, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. And here we go. So has anybody got a link?
About at the moment.
No? Well, this could be interesting then.
No, when I say I got a link, I can't say. I've definitely got one, because all I've heard today is, and I've been singing it, is "The Lord is my shepherd."
Oh, right.
So obviously that does belong to someone that would have either liked the song or they would have had it at a funeral, which I know plenty of people do, because it's a song that people do have it a lot. But at the same time,
the 23rd Psalm.
23rd Psalm, yeah. And I also, as I was singing that one, not You'll Never Walk Alone, the other one, Wind Beneath My Wings. And I've been humming that all day. So that relates to someone as well. And I know Irene normally does the songs. She's more up on songs. But can I say it's a gentleman what comes in with them, because I'm just now asking for the connection. And I've got a gentleman. And this gentleman won't be very tall, not for a gentleman anyway, and only slender in build. I know he would have, as he's making me aware, I don't know if he would have worked. And I see the mine lamp, so I do believe he would have worked in the mines, because he's got the lamp and he's trying to show somebody else the light, the way the pathway, and that's not to go to spirit, so don't everybody panic, but he's trying to show somebody the way through everything, because it's as if they're seeing everything in darkness, and they need to come out to that and see the bright light. You know, it's not all doom and gloom. Let's put it this way, because I don't want people thinking they're going to spirit, because you're not. And this is what he's trying to do. He's trying to show them that light, the way through everything, that it is there. They can get through this. It's just going to take a little bit more longer. But he's also saying, bless him, that they don't realise how far they've come. How far they've coming from through this black and grey cloud. They don't know how far they've come already. So they should be proud of themselves, because where they was to where they are now, you can see a difference, and people can see that difference. And he's telling me, bless him, I hope somebody can understand this, because he's also making me aware that there's a little one in spirit, and he said little one, so I don't believe this one would have gone as a miscarriage or that. I do believe this child would have actually been on the earth plane. It might have not been on the earth plane for long, or it would have been a couple of years old. I do know he said I've got the little one and not the baby. Can you understand anything else, darling? Oh, Karen, you can, and Valerie. Yeah. Well, let's sort of. Can you understand why he's making me aware then, sweetheart, about the little one? Can you understand where a little one went to spirit? Not in the womb. There was actually on the earth plane. There was born, and then they went to spirit later. I'm seeing him about 12 months too. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. They could be that age now. But I do know they didn't go. They did take the breath on the earth plane. I do know that. Because as he's talking to me, he's making me aware that they are, and I hope you can understand both, you all sort it out, that you are coming through that. It's still not perfect for you yet. You've still got that mockly bit, but not the child. That's fine then. So the child comes with the gentleman. I'm sorry, but I know they are together, because he's saying I've got the child. So please listen. And he's just saying that you're coming through, and whoever it is, can I just say, Karen, the child doesn't have to belong to you. It could be somebody else in the family what has got the child. It doesn't have to be yours, just so that you're aware of that. And he's just saying this, all right? He's making me, I don't know about cactuses. He's talking about cactus. Somebody had a cactus. No, it doesn't sound right, that. This is a little one. I know it took its breath on the earth, and it's telling me it took its breath. So I know it was born. Can anybody else understand this, please? Because this baby was actually born.
Julie says she can take it, Jean.
Right, because I know this baby was born, and he's mentioning a cactus. So I don't know if somebody bought somebody a cactus, but I've got one of those cactuses. What are they? Them right tall ones where you snap and you can get juice out of them.
Aloe vera.
Is it? Oh, well done, Tony. He's making me aware of one of them. So it's either the cactus then, or the aloe vera, what somebody would have used. Right. So we've still got Julie, and another one can take it
Jeanette,
as well.
yeah.
Then. Yeah.
Jeanette.
And Karen, yeah, is that Karen as well? Right. So it's getting a bit difficult now then. Come on, sweetheart, because you've got a few now what can understand you.
Yeah, there's
so give
3.
me a bit more. Yeah, give me a bit more. This is making me aware that. All right, it's trying to just get hold of him. I know that he would have had problems around the chest area, but so did a lot of miners anyway. Had problems around the chest area, but he's making me aware. Right, that's another one, Dawn. I know that he would have had the problem around the chest area, but he's making me aware that someone on the earth plane would suffer with the asthma or a weakness of the chest, because he's saying that they need to be looking after this bit of the chest. So he's fetching this in. This gentleman would have been a smoker, because I can smell the smoke around him. And he's saying someone on the earth plane smokes too much as well. So I've got to say, this gentleman's round this family, whether it belongs to, a lot, because he's giving me a lot of things for the family. He's also saying that we're all fed up again now with what's going off and about the going through the dark times. But he's saying the light's there, but they're wanting to brighten everything up as well. But I don't know if they want to decorate or things like that, but they're looking at that as well. Because they're fetching this in. I'm going to have to sort this out because it's, come on then, sweetheart. He wants to, I don't know my plants, and I don't pretend to because I don't. But can I just say to every, sorry, I'm losing my thing, to every contacts took has actually thought they've seen this gentleman or they've seen a spirit, just the passing, because he's making me aware that he has gone past them and they've thought, oh, what's this? I know we all do it, so we don't before you all shout, but he's been around that close. And he's talking about the scattered cushions as well. He says he can't see much use for them because they never had them. So that's a bit where you can see your house. He liked, right, darling, I'll tell him. He liked a mug. He did like a mug, but he's saying the mug, and this doesn't sound very nice, I know it doesn't, but it was stained. I don't know if you'd have to ask, but because the stain get it the taste. More stain it were, better taste it were. I don't know why, because you could have stood your spoon up in it. It were that strong. But he says that were a proper cup of tea. So he likes that as well. He's talking about the person. All right, sweetheart, I've got a few. Is it Jeanette? And Julie can still take it because I'm getting the pain at bottom of the spine. I know Julie, I understand with Julie that she would. But can the others please understand where there's, Jeanette, where there's the pain?
Karen can also take it as well as Julie and Jeanette.
Oh, dear me. We're
So
going
we've
to be
still
all
got
night
3.
at this, then, aren't we? Yeah, going to be all night. Right. I've asked him for something. Can, whoever it is, darling, please just listen, because you will have to ask, I think. Can you understand where there would be the old pennies, the old coins? I've asked him to give me something to separate this. And he's talked about somebody still got the old coins, you know, the penny, the halfpenny, the threepenny bit, the sixpence. I'm showing my age here, aren't I? But there would be a bag of these old coins. And he's making me aware also. So we are going back. He's showing me the kitchen. So I hope you can understand where there would have been the old kitchen cabinet, and there would have been an Oxo tin, and there was in there the half a pennies. Right, thank you. Thank you, sweetheart. I think we might have split that then, because I had to ask him. There's a birthday then, Jeanette, if you can understand it, sweetheart. I've got a birthday in the month of July, and I've also got one in September and one in November, is telling me. I know this gentleman were very quiet at talking, but when he had to, he could raise his voice. He's making me aware. Thank you. He's making me aware when he needed to, he could use his voice. And there's a walking stick. It's just, I'm asking him now, and he's fetched a walking stick, darling. So I don't know if you can understand, the walking stick still on the earth plane, which somebody's got. And he said, all right, I'm going to let Tony and Irene jump in, because he's jumping in now. I accepted him, he's jumping in with everything. And someone, darling, I don't know if his wife, but would have kept a coat, a hat and shoes hung up in like a pantry cupboard. So if you went in the kitchen, there would have been like a pantry cupboard or a toilet or something. And she would have kept his coat and a hat, walking stick and his shoes. He's making me aware. And they would have been there for a long time. And he says the reason why they kept him is, and it's really bizarre, but I know somebody else who did this, where if anybody came knocking at the door, it looked as though a man still lived in the house. It made out as though a man still lived in the house. So, and Jeanette, I've got Julie and Jeanette still though, but I'm trying to split it, and this is all he keeps giving me. I do feel I could be more with Jeanette. Julie, listening, sweetheart, see if Tony or Irene can fetch something in, because I'm feeling more, is it Jeanette?
Yeah.
I'm feeling more drawn to her. So please, Julie, I'm not saying it's not yours, darling, but I feel more drawn here. I've got to say also, it's telling me quickly that there's an anniversary, and he does like the colour pink. And that's unusual for a man, but he likes that. And he also likes the strong colours, which is the reds and that. So he comes in with that strong fire. He's really coming in with the strong love, and he wants to give you that and build you back up. And he's saying, come on, lass, we'll get there. So you'll be able to understand this as well, darling. Okay. And I am, oh, bless yesterday. I'm going to leave this with you both. Thank you for working with me, Julie and Jeanette. And I'm glad that you can understand it all. But I do feel personally that I could be with Jeanette. All right, Julie, but Tony, you take what you can, Julie, love. If you can take everything up to that, you'll take it. Can I just give you Albert? Albert. He's just said Albert. I'm not saying that's his name, but it's either Albert or Bert. Albert or Bert. He's just said Bertie. So that's it. And I'm going to leave that with you, darling, and I'll pass you on to our Tony or our Irene, and I'll say good night, God bless.
Go on,
Irene,
Tony.
All right, no problem.
No, you go first,
Well,
sweetheart.
as you said, Bert, Jean, I was getting, that song, My Name is Burlington Bertie from both. I got that. So I got the Bert. Jeanette's just said Bert.
Yeah.
So I've got Bert. So I know we've got the same link then. Jeanette, you would understand why he's given me the 16th of a month. And also around the 6th of a month must be significant as well for you. And I've got the 4. He's talking about the 4. I don't know if it's a door number 4 or if there was 4 in a family, but he's given me the number 4. And also somebody who would have had difficulty speaking as they come to the end of their life, because I feel like I'm struggling to get a sentence out without having to draw a breath. There's a lady connecting with him, and she wants me to play with my engagement ring and my wedding ring. So I know that there's a lady whose rings are still on earth plane, so they've been handed through the family. And also, is that the song, or are you actually giving me that? I can hear Glenn Miller, A String of Pearls, so I don't know if she's saying she had a string of pearls, or the Glenn Miller song must mean something around the family, Jeanette, please. Right, okay. Jeanette, would you understand where there's been a distancing in the family? Because I'm hearing we'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when. And so I get the feeling that there's been an estrangement or something, and it's like two people are not seeing each other or not speaking to each other or something. And you can take this as well, Julie. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I just noticed.
Yeah. All right.
Not heard
so you've not heard of Glenn Miller, Jeanette? You're making me feel old now, love.
That's what I'm thinking.
And you can understand the fallout, Jeanette. Okay. Well, both of you listening then, and I'll see if I can separate this one out for you. I have some documents that I need to be signing or completing. Oh, there goes Horace. He's seen somebody come to the door and there isn't anybody there. So I've got documents or paperwork that needs signing or filling out, please. And also there is, I don't like it when they give me stuff like this because I don't know how far to explain it. Would you understand where there's been some talking of somebody sorting out finances or dealing with finances? Because I've got somebody counting money and putting it into piles. So you would understand, please, where there's somebody talking about finances or sorting out finances. Right. Okay. And Julie or Jeanette, would you understand where? See, I can understand this a little bit with Jeanette, but where somebody has, I'm seeing one of those statues with like 6 faces on their head. So somebody's saying there's more than 1 or 2 faces going on. Somebody's got about 6 faces.
Karen says she can understand this, Tony. Julie's
all right.
out, but Karen's saying she can understand it as well now.
All right, okay. And it's talking to, and that's a saying I use about certain people. If they told you your behind was on fire, even if you were getting hot, you would have to turn around and check because they couldn't lie straight in bed, the saying. So somebody speaks with forked tongue is I think where they're going with this one. All right. And as they're pulling away from me, I've got a tray of Brazil nut toffee. You know when you used to get it with a hammer? That's going way back. And you used to have to hit it with a hammer to break it up. So you must have memories, Jeanette or Karen, where you had to have toffee with a hammer for Christmas. So, and I will leave that with you and say God bless.
I could just have
and
some
thank you for working with me. Oh, Deborah, it's lovely to see you on, sweetheart.
Yes,
I hope you're
Deborah.
okay, darling.
Hope you're doing okay, love.
Hi, Deborah. Jeanette,
Irene.
I haven't got much more to add to that, sweetheart. But what I did get when Jean said at the beginning that she'd got the Lord is my shepherd, I saw the red on your hair and I knew that the red was a strong colour, but I also got the old rugged cross as well. So there's somebody in the family would be more on have a deep faith, let's just say, that would go to church regularly. But I'm going back a bit with this, darling, and also I know that there's what Tony said, but I also got a little bit of a rift in the family as well, where something's not going right for you, and let's just say somebody's trying to cause a little bit of upset, if that makes sense, sweetheart. What, the old rugged crush? No, it's not an Irish song. It's a hymn. It's a hymn, sweetheart. It's one of the really old hymns, and it's about the cross on the hill. You'll have to listen to it to get the words of the song, Jeanette.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song.
It is absolutely beautiful. It was one of my dad's favourites, actually.
Yeah, and my mum's.
Yeah. Now then, I've just got this gentleman has just quickly come into me, sweetheart, and he just wants to say that he is around you, okay, and he just wants to try and help you. And he's asked me if, because Jean left him when he left, so he's just come back into me, sweetheart, and I've got to give you a huge bouquet of flowers from this gentleman, and there's every flower you can think of in this bouquet and all the beautiful colours as well. And I've got to give you this from this gentleman in spirit. And he's giving you a big thumbs up, sweetheart, for handling things the way you are. And I'm just going to leave that with you, sweetheart. Thank you so much for working with me. God bless. I will check. My granddad was right. Granddad was very religious. Well, your granddad would know then, Jeanette. And there's another one as well, but I can't remember the name of it. So, but I'll leave that with you, sweetheart. Okay. Bless her.
Okay. You're very welcome, Jeanette. You're very welcome.
Yes, more than welcome.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Anytime.
Can I?
Yeah.
Can I just give this lady off before she chokes me to death?
Oh dear. Can't do that to our Tony.
Because this lady is one of these ladies. She's she's smoking one cigarette and then she's lighting the next one with the old
With another one.
and it's choking me because I've never smoked a cigarette in my life. But I can taste it. It's horrible. Right. Okay.
Park Drive.
And
Tony.
And she's actually laughing at me with it because she's like, "Oh, you're a wimp. You're a wimp."
Very strong
and I have
cigarettes.
to say, she's a lovely, lovely lady, and she's a lovely energy. And I don't normally get physicality, but I feel like I'm a very petite lady, very thin featured, very angular features, beautiful cheekbones, and a beautiful jawline. She's really, because she's now showing me as she would be younger, and she was a really attractive woman. She does feel very grandmotherly, very maternal around as she's coming in, and she's wrapping herself up because she's saying she had cold bones. She had cold bones. I never heard of that before, but she's saying she had cold bones.
Yeah, I am.
And I want to have a blanket around my legs as I'm sat watching telly and things. So, and she's saying she liked the simple things in life. She didn't have to have lots of stuff. She just liked the simple things. As long as she could put food on the table and her house was clean and kept, she's happy, bless her. All right. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. She's... Oh, right.
Could still be with Jeanette.
She's making rugs. You know, she's got a frame on her knee and she's making rugs.
Rug.
Yeah, she's making rugs. I wondered what she was doing. She put this thing on my knee and I couldn't see what she was doing. All right, Jeanette. Okay. Would you understand the peg rug? Because she's got this thing. So what else have you got? All right, because there's a couple of people now saying that you could be with them. Right. She's talking about Vera. I don't know if Vera was her name or if it's a name connected, but she's talking about Vera.
Jeanette's saying with her it was embroidery, Tony, not
no, it was definitely clippy mats, rugs.
Valerie, next one. Valerie, next one down, love.
And Megan says it could be her
Renshaw Mo.
Real dad's
Megan Mini Moo.
Paternal. Yeah. You don't understand Vera, Jeanette. Okay, it's not with you then. Right, bless her. I just can't get over how many cigarettes she's putting in her mouth. Right.
Yeah,
bless.
200 a day. Good grief.
Wow. Right. She's got this wicked sense of humor. She really has got a wicked sense of humor. She's making me want to have, right. She's telling me to, she would put something in her tea that was a little bit stronger. She said it would put hairs on your chest. So she would put a little nip of something in her tea when she would be having a drink. She's also talking to me about the month of September would be significant around the family. And she's also telling me that there's a gentleman with her who went to spirit really, really quickly. It was just like he was sat watching the telly and then boom, gone. So I don't know if this was a heart attack or something in the head, or a brain aneurysm or something, but it was a very quick transition to spirit with this gentleman. She's talking to me about... Okay. She's talking about... I don't understand. Being in the wardrobe. What do you mean you were in the wardrobe?
Ashes.
Oh, yes. She's just shown me her urn in the wardrobe.
In the wardrobe.
She said I was in the wardrobe for months, and I'm thinking, what are you talking about?
Ashes, dear. They didn't just plonk her in wardrobe.
Oh, bless.
I was a bit confused there. I wondered if they buried her in a wardrobe or something, but no. Right. You would understand where her ashes or somebody's ashes were in the wardrobe for a rather long time. I don't know if they were waiting to go in with somebody or you couldn't decide what to do with them.
Yeah.
But our ashes were in the wardrobe for quite a long time. Right, bless you, sweetheart. She's talking about her tea set. Her tea set must have been passed through the family, and she's talking about one of the cups had a chip in the rim. So she's talking about the chip in the rim of the teacup. She's also talking about the jewelry box, or a box with little knickknacks in it, that she had, and there were silly little things in there that really didn't mean a lot monetarily, but she's talking about there were sentimental things in there. Like, she's actually showing me train tickets or bus tickets or something, you know, when you went somewhere and it was a special occasion, she'd keep little bits and pieces to remind herself of them, like cinema tickets from when they went on a date or whatever it was. But she's showing me this. Okay. All right. Bless you. Like I said, she's really funny, and she's got a wise head though. She's got a wise head on her shoulders, but she's talking to me about she doesn't like to see people being walked all over, and somewhere around the family somebody is being walked all over and she's not happy about it. She's saying they need to stand up for themselves and say, no, enough is enough. She's also wanting some encouragement for somebody who has been on a bit of a, it's Jean's favourite analogy, they're on a bit of a wheel and they're not getting anywhere, but she's saying they need to get off and start moving, because you're running and running and running and you're not getting anywhere. Where if you put your energies into something else and concentrated on something else, you'd get a much further in life. But being on this wheel is safe, and it's what I know, and I don't want to change things, but you need to, otherwise you're never going to get anywhere different. If you do the same old, you're going to get the same old. So it's time to make a change. Right. You must have been to a funeral where, because I'm seeing Michael's dad's funeral where Bat Out of Hell was played. And I mean, it was hilarious. It was just perfect. But so if it's you, Megan, you must understand where there was a funeral where there was something unexpected, much like that, where something OTT was played.
They did that at
they did. Pat's funeral. It was brilliant.
Hilarious.
So you must understand where this funeral was, because she was there as well and she was belly laughing about it. So she's leaving you with that memory, and just please put your energies into something more productive and you will reap the rewards further down the line. It's a little bit scary to step out of your comfort zone, but it's what's needed. And I will say thank you and God bless, and thank you for working with me. And I'll pass you over to Jean or Irene. And I'm going to just put myself on mute, and I'm going to go and get a glass of water, because I can still taste these bloody cigarettes in my throat.
Okay, Jean, because this is Megan, I'm not going to say anything, because obviously Megan's my granddaughter, so it wouldn't be right, sweetheart.
Okay, sweetheart.
All right.
I don't know if, yeah, that's fine. Megan, I'm not sure if, what's this? Right. Megan, can you understand then, sweetheart, where the would-be sisters in the spirit world are two best friends? Because I'm getting two women, and because what they're telling me about is, I know if it's not this lady, it's got to be the other one, because I've got the two, where they would have pulled one of those shopping trolleys, because they show me a shopping trolley, and she's saying, how many times did she catch people with this shopping trolley? So I don't know if sometimes she meant to do it to get them out at road. I don't know. But she's on about the shopping trolley where she pulled it, darling, when she went shopping. So she's showing me that. And also, all right, darling. Yes, right. Thank you, because this is how I'm coming in. Is that yes to the shopping trolley and yes to the to the other lady's sister or the other lady in spirit, because I've got two here. One would be about same height, but would have been more rounded, as I'm seeing. Not overly big, but be more rounded. And she would have, in a younger day, sweetheart, she would have had dark hair, and she would have had it waved, so she would have had it like set back or permed and then brushed out or something. Right, thank you. Because this is just, because this is just how she's making me aware. I've got to say, just like Tony, she's comical, but yet she did.
Funny, isn't she?
Yeah, but she rammed
Wise
people
head.
with. Yeah, but she rammed people with a trolley, with a basket thing. You know, she weren't so keen and she wanted him out.
I can believe it. Yeah, I can believe
She
it.
didn't think note about knocking him in. Then, oh, I'm sorry, but she'd done it. And this is just how she's coming in with it. But she weren't bothered anyway. They shouldn't be in my road, she says. That's it.
Well,
they should have got
it was
out of
yes to
her
both.
road. Yeah. She should have.
Yes to
They
both.
should have got out of her road. Can I just say also, sweetheart, there's a wedding anniversary because she's putting a bouquet of flowers on my knee. And I don't know my flowers, but there's a wedding anniversary. I know Irene's just had hers. I shouldn't say Irene if it's your nan, should I? Your nan. But there's another one, darling, either just gone or just to come, because she's making me aware of that as well. And she's talking about she must have liked magazines or books because I'm wanting to read, or she cheated. She cheated just like me. So you can understand where someday, if they did a crossword, I own up to it. If she did a crossword, darling, or they did a crossword, they'd look in the back and then fill it in. And I do. So it looks, if I put it down, then I look as though I'm intelligent. I'll admit I do.
Yeah,
It makes me
she
look
is
intelligent,
there.
sweetheart. And she's having a laugh about it, so I don't know if she's laughing about me, but there's somebody what were very similar to that would have done that, because she's telling me that's what we were like. All right. I don't know how old you are, and I don't know if you can understand where they would have liked a little tot. She's telling me only at Christmas, but I do believe she might have had one at some other times as well, like a sherry or a port or something. But I do think it weren't just Christmas Day. I think she might have had one before, and she's kidding me on here because she's laughing when she said it. So I think she might have been having me on, sweetheart, when she only had one at Christmas, because she's laughing. All right. She's saying that, Tony, did you mention the tea set, Tony? Because she's giving me a tea set
with
for
a
some
crack,
reason.
a chip.
Right. She's giving me a tea set again, so she just wants to bring that back in. And I know this because I had it. And I'm not saying it's the tea set, but you can understand where somebody had the blue willow plates and cups and saucers, because she's making me aware of that as well. Can I just, Irene, shut your ears, love. But can you understand why there's somebody in the family what thinks there's the Mrs. Bouquet when they're not? Thinks they can be a bit, I'm going careful, Irene.
It's all right.
A bit hyacinth.
Yes, a bit hyacinth.
Because, because she's saying they weren't. And I can't tell you what she's just said to me, because I'll get shot and they'll never allow me on here again. So she's saying something what
She's just said it to me. Fur coat and.
Yes. So you've said it, not me. I'm trying to be careful here. But she's coming in.
I didn't finish it off.
Love. No,
Fur coat
she's coming in with that
I
much love for you, sweetheart. And she's around just to let you know. And I don't know if you've noticed that you're getting a little, can I put, a bit like her in some of the things. And I think people, especially in Nan, might have noticed some of the little things coming out with some of the things you say, or some of the mannerisms you do. But I'm going to leave that with you, because we want to see if we can get some more in before we finish. And I will say a night and God bless, darling, and thank you for working with me and Tony.
Yeah, God bless. She's wonderful. I like her. She's wonderful.
Let me just say, Megan, I know that you're not 100% sure about the set, but that's with me. I've got the tea set. The dinner. I've got the tea set and the dinner set with the chipping. So that's with me.
It's got a chip in the cup. I can see it.
Yeah, Megan's my granddaughter. So I said to Jean, when you went to get some water, I wouldn't say anything because
she wouldn't jump in.
All right.
So, but I just
No, that's
wanted to
fine. That's
put that
fine.
straight.
I
If
completely
Megan's not
understand that.
sure, I've got the dinner set and I've got one cup and a tea set with a little chip in it.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
it's a beautiful tea set. Absolutely
It
gorgeous
is.
tea set.
It is.
Right. Okay.
Just watch what you're saying, Megan. You'll get your hand slapped.
Yeah.
Oh, Megan
yeah.
don't care. She's like me.
Okay.
She just says it.
So,
Talk to you soon, babe.
right.
Right.
Who's
Go
got
on
the
then,
next
Irene.
one?
You can go first. Seeing
Oh,
as you
that's
missed
ever
out,
so
love.
kind of you. Right. Okay. Right. Let me see. I know that we've just been talking about tea sets. I got this a few weeks ago when I was on, I think, and I've got it again. That little rhyme, I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here's my handle, here's my spout. So I've got somebody here who was an absolute wonderful tea drinker, and I've got a gentleman with me, and the gentleman is saying she'd want a tea urn, a big tea urn at the side of it, so she could still do that. Right. And I've got now this is an 80s song. I've got the song Gloria. So I don't know if Gloria is and he's shouting the same name. So there's a Gloria in the family, and there's also what is it? I'm not sure if it's Glenda or Glennis, and this might not be family. This might be a friend basis. Deb Taylor, you can take the rhyme and the family joke. Oh, on you. Oh, bless you. Oh, thank you. Can you take the song though, Deb? Can you take the song Gloria? I know it's from the 80s. I can't remember who sang it, but I know it's and Gloria in Spirit Family. Right, that's lovely. So. Well, I've got this gentleman that's come forward, but he has got a lady stood behind him, and I can just about see her, but she's in shadow, so I can't actually describe her to you, darling. But I know that it looks like either blonde or fair hair, sweetheart. So I don't know. Perhaps when I pass you over to Tony or Jean, they'd be able to help a bit more, because at the moment this gentleman is stood in front and I can't see her. Now, let me see what he's come for. Right, this gentleman that I've got, he was a bit of a joker, Deb, and he had no harm in him, and he didn't want to sort of hurt anybody. He did it mainly to make people laugh, but he said I told some bad jokes, and that's why they laughed at me. And he's coming over as a very kindly soul, and he was a gentleman as well. He's talking about there's been somebody had he's giving me a condition on his chest. He's not telling me if it's a heart or a lung condition, but I'm getting a bit breathless here, and I've got it feels like a heart because I've got a pain right where my heart is. So would you understand, Deb, somebody who either had a bad heart or had a heart attack before they passed? Because that's what they're giving me, and I've got to breathe hard and I'm holding me ribs as well to keep the pain in. And he's also showing me, come on, what is it? Right, I don't know if this gentleman had a pacemaker but he's talking about some sort of heart operation or heart procedure that he had done. That's lovely. Thank you, sweetheart. He wants you to know he's making me feel warm, sweetheart. So I know this gentleman's family, and he's wanting to let you know that he's okay. Questions have been asked, and I know that prayers have been sent up to Spirit because he's telling me so. And he's just saying that he wants you to know that he's okay, and he's giving you a thumbs up, sweetheart. And he's just saying thank you for everything. And he's talking about dog or dogs, spirit side. And when I see a dog or dogs around somebody I'm reading for, he's bringing in protection for you, sweetheart. So he's trying to shield you from something, but he's not telling me what it is, darling. I can't help you on that one because I keep asking him, but he won't tell me what it is but there's something that's not quite right in the family. And he's also, come on, what's that? Right, okay. He's talking about a ring, because he's playing with he's making me go to my wedding ring. So there must be some jewelry for either a ring or this gentleman is talking about a gentleman's ring that's been left. And he's talking about somebody down here who absolutely loves music. Okay. And it's a certain type of music. It's a certain era, and there's a certain. He's not giving me a lot of information, I'm afraid, Deb. But if you can take this, that's absolutely fine, because he's just such a lovely gentleman, and he just wants you to know that he's around you. But if you know where the ring is, because I keep asking him for proof, and he's also right. Okay. Right. Okay. That's lovely. Thank you, Deb. Thank you for that confirmation. Would you understand also, Deb, somebody who used to smoke that has now stopped, because he's talking about somebody that used to smoke, but thankfully they've given up smoking, or they're trying to give up smoking, because he's showing me one of those smoking patches. You're not sure about the ring. Okay, that's fine, my lovely. Perhaps it was somebody else. Would you ask in the family for me? Because this gentleman is just sort of saying about this ring. So please ask in the family, because somebody might know where it is. I haven't got much more for you, darling, but just know that he's around you, sweetheart. And like I say, he's giving you a thumbs up. So I know definitely he's giving 2 thumbs up. And I've got to tell you that he's very, very proud of you, sweetheart. And I'm going to leave that with you. And I'm going to hand you over to our Tony or our Jean to see if can add anything else to you, sweetheart. Good night and God bless, and thank you for working with me.
Tony
Jean?
or me?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I don't know if it's for Deb or if it's still for your Megan. Is it? Because all I keep hearing while you were singing, Irene, was "Lou below." Here we go, Lou below. Here we go, Lou below. And I just keep hearing it over and over again. So I don't know if it is for Deb. I don't know if Deb can understand this, or if she can understand where somebody is known as Luby. I don't know. But it's also mentioning I'll give that song and just put it to one side for now. But the gentleman Irene's fetched her, I've got to say, is actually talking about 1 o'clock. So I know 1 o'clock's important, sweetheart. Either somebody passed at 1, or I don't know if it's early morning or afternoon, but they're on about 1 o'clock, darling. They're also on about the watch, and I've got to give you February as an anniversary as well. And there's a birthday beginning of March. Is talking about that as well. This gentleman would have wore, I don't know if it's a cardi or a tank top with no sleeves. They were knitted, vest top type thing, because he's making me aware of that, sweetheart. And he said it was like checked, where they were painting all lines across as he's showing me this. And he's coming in. But he's, bless him, he would have always had change in his pocket. He would have always had money what rattled. My sister is known as Lulu. He would have always had some change in his pocket, darling. So because he'd always like to know he'd got something. And he's making me aware of either it's a club card or a wallet, which he always had with him. And he always had a photo in. Now, I know club cards, they have the club card in, I know that. But this gentleman, there would have been a little photo. Right, Emma, thank you. So it could belong to you because I don't think, because Deb answered
Deb's
to
not
that.
come
Did
back
Deb
to you.
know?
Oh,
About the Luby Lou.
Deb said yes, but I'm not sure what the yes was to.
Well, it's just somebody. Yeah, I didn't, because somebody else has commented, so I didn't know if it was somebody else.
Yeah, Deb's
So
not
there's
sure
the
about
club
that.
card. Right. So Emma, just keep hold of that a minute, sweetheart. Can I also say about this club card or this wallet that there was a photo, darling, a tiny little black and white photo in it, and he's talking about something to do with a passport. We don't need them at minute, obviously, but there's something to do with a passport, darling. I don't know if you need to be checking or you're going to be needing it at some point. I'm not sure, but it's talked about that. I also want to give you, I know we've got our Tony, but I've also got to give you the name Tony as well, so you must be able to understand Tony. And and I know Irene mentioned about the heart and issues with the heart, but I've got to go to the tummy area. You can understand somebody on the earth plane what's got problems around the tummy area, darling. Either IBS or something around the tummy area, because he's fetching that in. All right, come on then, let's finish. Oh, no. Yes, thank you. Can I just, Tony, shut your ears, and you can understand, sweetheart, about the false teeth, because it's just.
I knew you were going to say
I don't
that.
like them. I don't like them, Tony, but he's mentioned about the false teeth, sweetheart. I don't know if he lost weight that didn't fit, or if there weren't even his. I'm not sure. But quickly, I'm going, because he's talking about the Halloween coming October. So I don't know if you like Halloween and you make a big thing, or you used to, because he's just fetched Halloween in, darling. And with that, I will say, God bless and thank you for working with me.
Okay.
Because I could hear the song here. It goes,
Right. Oh, and you've got celiac. Oh, dear. It's not fun, is it?
So that's the tummy. No, it's not good.
I'm gluten intolerant.
That's Emma, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Emma. He was talking to Deb.
Yeah.
I thought we moved.
I have a lady with me, and she's got a frying pan full of liver and onions. And I know you don't like it, Jean, but she's got liver and onions.
No.
So she's telling me
Excuse me a minute, Tony. Can I just, Emma, can you take them pieces, darling, what you said, because I know about the Halloween and you've mentioned the other. So can you just take those, darling, what I've just said?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So at the minute, she's telling me somebody needs a lot of iron, because they say liver's full of iron, because she's also got a pan of green cabbage as well. You know, the strong...
Yep.
So that's full of iron as well. So she's telling me somebody around must need some iron or need building up at the minute, because that's what she's trying to do. So I don't know if I'm with Emma or Deb now, because we seem to have jumped a little bit. She's given me the 26th of a month, and she's given me the month of March will be significant as well, if you can take that, Deb or Emma.
Emma says yes.
I'm seeing... and I don't know why I'm seeing it, but I've got a wrist splint on my hand. I mean, I haven't, but it looks like I've got a wrist splint on my hand. So I don't know if somebody's got a problem with their wrist, or if they've got the carpal tunnel or something going on, but they need some support around the wrist. And they're also talking about a lady who would have... Go on, what is that? My mind's gone blank. When my mind goes blank like this, it usually has a reference to either an Alzheimer's condition or a stroke type condition prior to passing. So would you understand, please, Emma or Deb, where there would be a lady spirit side of life who would have had either dementia or a stroke type condition prior to their passing? So it's not Emma with the wrist. Right.
But Deb can take it. She had a broken wrist.
Right. Okay. That's fine. All right. She's talking to me about stress. Emma or Deb, there's a lot of stress in the family because my shoulders and Deb's stroke. That's fine. Deb, would you understand where there's a lot of stress around you? Because I've got like the tension in the shoulders and the neck. And it's not because my dogs are fighting. So there must be a lot of stress and tension around you, Deb. And she's just saying, it will pass. It will pass. It's easy to get wrapped up in these things, but it will pass. It's only a short-term thing. She knows it's difficult for you to work through, but it will pass for you. So just be patient and things will level out a little bit, sweetheart. As she's leaving me, sweetheart, I've got to give you chrysanthemums and I've got to give you poppies and I've got to give you daffodils and tulips, sweetheart. So they must be significant for you. And I will say God bless and thank you for working with me.
Quickly, can I just say to Debbie or Emma, only quick, one of you must be having trouble, or you can understand trouble with an ear, because while Tony's been talking and that, I've got either somebody's pinching my ear or somebody's got problems with the ear, because mine's irritating me and I feel as though it might have been weeping or something, but it's either somebody getting pulled with the ear, they would have done as a joke, or I have a problem with the ear, sweetheart, and I'll leave with you that. Thank you.
Right. Are your dogs trying to take over, Tony?
His mic's off.
Your mic's off,
Put your
Tony.
mic on.
Put your mic on.
Sorry.
Mike. That's
Right.
better.
Sorry, yes, it's because we've been stuck in all day because of the weather. So they've not had a good exercise. So they're just full of energy at the minute. Oh, Cat's got really bad ears at the minute.
Yeah.
I'm just pulling at me ear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cat's got really bad ears at the minute. Well,
That's fine.
Bless you. Thank you. It's been a lovely service.
It has.
It really has. It's been wonderful service. We have, I don't think there'll be a service on Sunday. I do apologise. So our next service will be Monday. Then there'll be Pastures Green service with Des Beaumont on Wednesday. Little Port service will be Thursday. That'll bring us back to Friday when we will be doing our photo service. We've got some photos in already. If you would like photos reading, please send one to Michael and we will include that on our service. I think
so. We
that's
haven't got
everything.
a service on Sunday. We're not doing a
No.
service Sunday.
No.
Oh,
I do
okay.
apologise, but yes.
Oh, right. Okay.
I'll explain in a bit.
That's fine. No, that's fine, Tony. You don't have to, love.
No.
Yeah.
As
So,
long as you know.
yeah. So, would you like to close in prayer and then Jean can sing for us, Irene?
Yes, I will, darling. I will. Can we bow our
Okay.
heads, friends, please? Dear Lord, Divine Father, thank you once again for this beautiful service. And thank you to all our guides, our helpers, our families and friends that have come through with wonderful messages of truth and love and of life everlasting. And could we please send healing out to the world, Lord? You know where it's needed most, and to our animal kingdom and to our wonderful Mother Earth. And as the nights are drawing in, Lord, and getting colder, could we say a prayer and please help the homeless to find shelter and the hungry to find food? And I will now close the veil between the two worlds and hand it all back to you, which is rightfully yours. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Lord, keep us safe this night, secure from all our fears. May angels guard us while we sleep, till morning light appears. Amen.
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 Hey.
Yay. Well done, Jean. Right.
Well, I ain't got
Until
my
we
record
meet
contract
again.
yet.
Haven't you? Has Simon Cowell not been in touch?
No. He's broke his back though,
Bless.
didn't he?
Oh, well,
Yes,
yeah, I suppose he did. We'll let him
Yeah.
off. Right. Well, until we meet again, friends, I hope the Lord walks with you and a guardian angel be with you, and I shall see you soon. Night and God bless.
Good night. God bless.
Everyone. Keep safe.